Hi, you guys. Hi. How you doing? I'm good, thank you. What's up, you guys? This is your girl, the lovely, classy Lady D here, okay? Okay. And you are watching Lady D all the way. So, if you are new here, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell button so you can be notified with all my videos that I post or upload it or whatever it is you want to call. Make sure you like, comment, and share, you guys, and share because we are the Levies and we love to share good information. Good information, okay? Nothing but good information. So, if you are a return subby, not return subby. If you are a return lovey, if you are a return levies, so so I did the part one of the a drug dealer. I dated a drug dealer. It will be right here. So if you haven't watched that, watch this first. Okay, watch it. Yes, wait. Watch this story first, and then come back here. So this is going to be a part two, but I will also leave the description down below. So before we get started, get your wine, get your snacks, get whatever it is. Today I got my lemonade, and yes, this is lemonade just with strawberries. Okay, so if you need your dinner, your snacks, your wine, or your juices, your water, or whatever it is, don't worry, I'll wait. Okay. Cool, that lemonade was good. Okay, I'll wait. Yeah, good? Y'all good? Okay. So, part two, here it is. Part two. Right. Oh, then, in part one, I said I broke it off with, he went, Xavier, because he was, a drug dealer and all that kind of stuff. Right. Now part two. So now this is, at the time it was, the end of February. Actually, was it the end of February or middle? It was either the middle end of February. And he got in contact and he still got, he was still trying to contact me at first. At first he would text me and then he'll call me and then I'll ignore him, this and that. And keep in mind, I'm 20 years old at the time, okay? I'm 20 years old. 20 years old and everything. So actually it was at the Valentine's Day that he called me, okay? Yeah, it was at the Valentine's Day. So he called me and remind you, I already deleted his number pretty much. I already deleted his number and everything. His number and everything. So, with that being said, I didn't have any contact with him. And so then he called me. Bree, I'm like, hello. And then he was like, oh, hey, what's up? How you doing? And everything. I'm like, who is this? I'm like, who is this? And then he goes, oh, this is Xavier. I'm like, oh, hi, Xavier. Like, what's up and everything. And then he was like, no. I just I wanted to make it work with you. I promise you, I'm gonna change. I'm not like that anymore. I want to go back. I want to go back to school. I do the right thing with my life and everything. So he's telling me all this and everything, and of course I fed into it. I'm like, oh, for real? Oh, for real? You really? You really want that? You really want that? Okay, that's cool and everything, but you had to do it for yourself. Okay, you had to do that for yourself. You know that, right? And he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna change it for myself, but I also wanted it to be with you. Still, I can't stop thinking about you. You're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're smart, and all that type of stuff. It's just stuff, and of course me, I'm like, yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Anyways, so then time went on. So then we started talking on the phone a little bit more. Now, towards the end of February, yes, towards the end of February, I'm not proud of this. Okay, I'm not proud of this too. So don't y'all do it. But one day he picked me up from school. Okay, he picked me up from school and everything. So because remember at the time I was at Columbus State and everything. So he picked me up from school. I mean, actually, he called me. He called me at first. He was like, "Oh, Devin, I'm gonna pick you up. Yeah. I'm gonna pick you up and everything. Be ready. This and that." He was like, "Oh, well. At what time do you I get out of school? I think I said like around like 4 o'clock, like 5 o'clock." And he was like, "Okay, I'll be there. I'll be there at 5. I'll be at 5 on the dot." So I just happened to get out of I get out of class at 4. So then I stayed at Columbus State to do my homework, right? Y'all, as soon as I'm done with my homework, it was at 5 o'clock on the dot. I get a phone call from him. Hey, I'm outside. Hey, I'm outside. You just meet me like meet me in the bar that you usually come out, because I would usually come out like in the front and stuff anyway. So so I'm like, okay, I'm on my way and everything. So oh, y'all, listen to your gut feeling. Please do in the near future and everything. So as I'm walking, I get this gut feeling, the woman intuition, whatever it is you want to call it, like, don't go. But of course I didn't listen to it. And everything. So then I went on, and then I saw him. And now, I'm texting my, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did it. I'm texting my mother, right? I told her that, I think I told her I was with the friend. I told her that I was high with the friend and everything, and then but I told my sister that I was. I think I lied to her too. I think I lied to her too, which is not good. Okay, don't lie. Don't lie. Do not lie to your family or friends. I don't lie to nobody. Pretty much. So I think I lied to my sister. I think I did. I think I did. I mean, I was too like texting her, but pretty much I was just saying I was gonna hang out with a friend and a friend and everything. The friend that they already know that I'm friends where we was like going out to eat, something like that. And they was like, cool, have fun. But little do they know I was with Xavier. So then, as in me and Xavier was going to White Castles. To White Castles, yes, I said White Castle. Okay, I like that place. I like that place. That's a bomb place. He's telling me, he's telling me that well, on our way right over there, he's telling me you know, I'm really trying to change my life and everything. Can you help me, like going to school, going to the direction that I want to be? I'm like, yeah, I can help you with that. I can help you with that and everything. So we went to White Castle. So he started so then okay, so I pay for the food. I know. Okay, don't come for me. So I pay the food and the drink because he said, oh, I ain't got no money. Devin, can you do you mind paying for it? I promise I'll pay you back, baby. I'll pay you back. He gave me a kiss, basically. And of course, I fall for him. I'm like, yeah, okay, and everything. And everything's so we sat down and everything. And we're like conversating like about school, about what he wanted to do in life, I guess, because he said he doesn't want to do that drug dealing life anymore. He really wants to be with me and everything. So we're conversating everything. Now he gets on to my mom. Now you cannot talk about people's mothers, okay? You cannot. Whether they're good mothers, bad mothers, I don't care. You just don't talk about people's mothers, period. Okay, in that order, period. So, sorry, I had a little boogie in my nose. So he decided to say, oh, well, at first he was like, oh, how's your mom and everything? I'm like, she's good and everything. And then he said, like, does she know that you're with me and everything, pretty much? I'm like, nope. She thinks that I'm with the friend that she already knows and everything. He was like, why did your mother trying to come between us? I'm like, she's not trying to come between us. I made the decision like on my own because I don't want to be with you. Okay, because I don't want to talk to you. I mean, no, what did I say? I said because because I don't want to be with that drug dealing lifestyle. And then you didn't tell my mom the truth and everything. So blah 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 blah. We have like a mini little like argument, not like a big argument, but a little one. And then he started saying he was sorry and everything. He kissing me on the cheek and everything. I'm like, okay, cool. And then he said, oh, do you want to go back to my house? I told him yes. Okay, I told him yes. I told him yes. I, I can't believe I did that. But anyway, so I told him yes and everything. So when we get to his car, when we drive to his apartment, in the downtown area, pretty much in the downtown area. So got to his apartment. It was, I was kind of surprised at his. Actually, no, I wasn't surprised. Never mind. It was messy. Okay, do you hear what I'm saying? It was messy. I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I get? Like, what did I get myself into? But I don't know. Something inside is something like inside me. It was a high God that told me that everything's like gonna be okay. Don't panic and everything. So we're just like sitting in the house, chilling and everything. And we're talking, and then we start to kiss and everything. Everything. We start to make out, and he was trying to, do a little something with me. I'm like, no, I'm not ready for that and everything. He like, oh, come on, baby, please. I was like, no, I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that and everything. He like, okay, I respect that. That. He was like, okay, I respect that. He's like, okay, I respect that and everything. So then I'm like, cool. So then, so then I wasn't there for that long. I was like there for like an hour, everything, and all we did was like kiss and a little. I don't want to get too graphic. I'm not going to get too graphic. We just like kissing and hugging, like hugging pretty much. I was here and everything. So, so then, by the time I got, okay, so I let that vibe, and keep in mind it's like the winter time, and then, and so, so when it's spring and summer and everything. That daytime, it was the sunset won't go down to like, I would say like between like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and at 9 o'clock the sun starts setting. I had to go down like 8 o'clock, like between like 8:30. 9 o'clock, this is like the sunset going down, but in the winter time, the sunset go down at like 5 pretty much. So I let that vibe. I went to the restaurant. We went to the White Castle. Like I want to say like half an hour. And then so we got. I back to his place like around 6. I didn't stay that long. Like I said, I only stayed an hour. I stayed at 7 o'clock and everything. And so then I'm calling my sister. I'm like, oh, I'm on my way home. And everything. And she said, okay. Meanwhile, y'all, my mama's calling me, and I did not pick up. I was like, ooh, I don't know if I should pick up or not. Like, ooh, I'm already in trouble. Like. Like I'm already in trouble and everything. I'm like, nah, I'll see you at home. And then so then like 20 minutes, I think like 25 minutes later, he got to my house, but he did not pull up the driveway all the way. So this is my house, right? My house, and then the arm is the driveway. he did like one of these, but like a car. No, he did like one of these. He did one of these, so that means I would have to jump out the car to go to the house, if that makes any sense. So he was like, okay, this is my house, right? Part, and then so I'm like, so why aren't you parking like a driveway? And then he literally was like, Devin, I'm scared of your moms. I'm scared of your moms. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm scared of your mom. I will talk to you later. Here's your backpack and stuff. He was kind of like rushing me. Anyway, so that I opened the door. I said bye to him. My mom, my sister, she opened up the door. She didn't say a word. She just looked blankly and shot and everything. So then I did not know, because I was about to shut the door. But then my mom comes in. She busts in. She busts in. I'm like, oh, hey, Mom, and everything. She's like, oh, hey, and everything. Come here, Devin. Let me talk to you for a second. So, yeah, where are you? So I told her where I was at, pretty much at the same thing I'm telling y'all. I was like, well, we was only kissing, and I'm crying at this time. Like, we was only kissing and cuddling and everything. Nothing happened. This and that. Like, I'm like crying at this point, and then she was we kind of got like an argument. Basically, she was like, well, make a decision, okay? Make a decision, and you make a decision fast. But you have to let me know so I know who you're with. I pretty much and everything. I'm like, okay, like, Mommy, I love you. She was like, I love you too. And she said like with an attitude, which I get and everything, which I get it. So then like an hour passed and everything. So Xavier called me. I didn't pick up. So then the next day, I was so like, hey, we can't be together. Like, hey, okay, remind you, before the next day, I was so, I'm thinking about it and everything. I was like, dang, he really didn't treat me right. He didn't really treat me right. He didn't treat me like a queen, that I am and everything. So I was like, so then the next day and everything, right? So the next day, he calls me and I pick up and everything, because I was about to call him to say like it was over anyway. So I was like, hey, like, he calls me up. He was like, hey, Devin, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good. How are you? And then he was like, I'm good, thank you. And then I said, what did I say? I was like, Xavier, we need to talk. And he was like, okay, what's up? Everything okay? I was like, no, not everything's okay. Because I don't want to, okay, when I'm saying that I'm breaking up with you, I don't want to deal with this no more. We can't, this ain't gonna work. The drug dealer and everything, this ain't gonna work and everything. And then he goes like, why I'm trying to change for you, but I was like, okay, but you had to change for yourself. Oh, did I mention? To tell you he was older than me? Okay, he was like 33 at the time, like 33, 35 at the time, and he told me he was 27, 28, like somewhere in there. Okay, so the fact that he lied to me too. Okay, so he lied to me, and had a loan. He didn't even tell me he had a daughter, because and the reason why I'm saying this is because when we be on the phone together, I be hearing like little voices, like a little girl voices every now and then saying, "Hi, daddy," or "Dada, daddy, dada," and he didn't tell me he had a daughter. So, so I know what y'all think, like, well, how did you find out had a daughter? So when I went to his house, it was like pictures on the wall. Plus, you can tell they family, but I saw his daughter. I'm like, oh, and she was a cute little girl too. I'm like, shoot. No cap, okay? Like, no cap. She was a cute little girl and everything. I'm like, oh, little girl. He was like, oh, yeah, that's my daughter. You have a daughter and you didn't even want to tell me? Oh, okay. Okay. I'm like, oh, okay. And everything. So then, like, fast forward to that day. I tell we're on the phone together, that breakup thing. He's like, please let me give me one more chance. I'm like, and then I keep on saying no, and then I hung up on him, and then so he calls me, I didn't answer. He left a voicemail to my mom. He was talking about her, and I felt so bad. He was calling her all kinds of B's. He was saying that her hair, because her hair is like naturally high, mine's but with blonde and twisty, like curly, twisty, kinky, like kinky curly, somewhere along there. Okay, y'all know what I'm saying, but yeah, I just felt bad. She was like, I mean, not she. He was like saying like a whole bunch of like cuss words, like your mother won't let you go nowhere. This and that. You're grown. You're beautiful. This and that. He's saying this all this in a voicemail. So he's constantly saying this in a voicemail and everything. And it was like got to the point that I was scared. I was like, I don't know what to do. So then I told my mom about it. So when he called, she picked up. She was like, Xavier. She told you no. She said she don't want to be with you. Plus I know. I know all your games. Plus I know all your games and everything. And I guess he was probably saying, well, what game you talking about? What game you're talking about? Okay, well, I'm guessing at this point. Yeah, I'm guessing at this point. And then she looked at the phone. She's like, don't be playing. Like, I know what, like, I know you're playing games, this and that. Don't be playing that with my daughter and everything. Leave my daughter alone, or I will, I'll report you with the police, this and that. So I have like an uncle friend. He's like the friend. He's like the friend of the family, but I call him like my uncle because he reminds me of my uncle. If that makes sense. So we so that I actually not me, actually my mom